Oh yeah, no. Don't want to get in.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to our lecture for today. We are still on the course Basic Dispensing Theory 1. Basic Dispensing Theory 1, BDD 152. And we are still on the topic tablets. We are still on the topic tablets. And this is our 13th contact on the topic. Our 13th contact. This is our 13th contact. Okay, so tablets part 13. Tablets part 13. Today we're going into the equipment for coating. And yesterday I listed some of the equipment. I listed them as follows: conventional / standard coating pan system, then perforated pan system, and fluidized pan system. So today we'll start from the conventional or standard coating pan system. Alright, so standard coating pan system is just, for as the name implies, is a pan. It's a very big pan of about 8 to 60 inches in diameter. 8 to 60 inches in diameter. So it's mounted angularly, like in the pan is like this. It's mounted like this, and it's rotating around the horizontal axis. But it's mounted angularly. It rotates around the horizontal axis. Now, there's a stand. As I said, there's a stand here. It's on top of mounted on the stand. It rotates. So that's how the pan look like. So what happens is this: it rotates around the its horizontal axis by a motor. Now, heated air is directed into the pan and onto the tablets that you want to do coat. There's also what is called exhausted, as when the air when the air is done with what it's doing, it leaves through a particular means. Are we together? There's a dot. It passes through. Remember, the hot air enters, heated air enters. Now, through a dot, when it's done, it leaves. Are we together? Just like as you see in exhaust, it leaves through that dot. So that is the air that has done what is meant to do. So the heated air is directed into the pan and onto the tablet bed surface, and is exhausted by means of ducts through the front of the pan. By means of a duct through the front of the pan. Please note the locations of these parts. Are we together of this system? Now, so how do we now apply the coating system, the coating solutions? The coating solutions are applied to. Must we flip all the time? We are in class. What is this? Okay, so the coating solution are applied to tablet by spraying, by labeling or spraying the material onto the wall. So as the tablet you want to coat is already in the pan. As it rotates, you are spraying the coating solution. Are we together? Yes, sir. The pan is rotating. As far as the pan is rotating, of course, the tablet will be what? Moving. The part that is coated, the part that is not coated will be exposed and get coated. This how it keeps turning the tablet until the entire tablet is what? Tablet bed is what? Coated. So that's what happened in what? In the what? In conventional or standard coating pan system. Okay. So how do we, when there are one or two things in this system that helps to improve the what? The drying efficiency of this in this pan. So in standard coating pan, the drying efficiency is improved by the following. One is what? Pellegrini pan, baffled pan. So here now, what happened is this. This pan is baffled pan. I think I made mention of baffled pan some time ago. Go back to it and look at what I said about that. Now, it has also diffuser. So this diffuser, what does the diffuser do? When you direct the air, so that distributes the dry air uniformly, okay? The diffuser distributes the dry air uniformly over the what? Tablet bed surface. So that's what the diffuser does. Now, another thing there that helps in the improving the efficiency of the drying efficiency in this pan is the what we call the immersion sword. Immersion sword. So what does this immersion sword do? This immersion sword is perforated. It's a perforated what? Metal sword. It's a perforated metal sword device that is immersed in the what? Tablet bed. So this, excuse me. Alright, so I said that the next one is what? The immersion what? Sword. So this sword is a perforated metal as a board, right? Thank God our board has died. And it has affected this matter. Please, in as much as I appointed someone, let's have sense of responsibility. You enter the class. You are the first to enter the class. And your board is in a mess. Go and do what? Clean the board. Go and clean the board. That is a sense of what? Responsibility. Don't be nonchalant. You clean the board because you know that you came for what? Class. Two of us. Yes. Now, if the lecturer comes in and the board is not in order, you waste another time. Two of us clean the board and your time is going. Who is losing? So when you come to class, the first thing, look at the board, clean it. Don't wait for the person I appointed. No, clean it. Please. That shows how responsible you are. It's still wet. I can't write anything on it. Please let us not allow this to repeat again. It's wet. Let's continue. Alright, now I said that this perforated metal sword is what? Immersed in where? In a tablet bed. So what happened? Now the dry air is introduced through this device. Dry air is introduced through the perforated metal sword and flows upwards from the sword through the what? Tablet what? Bed. So it's introduced where? Through this device. So it will flow upwards through this what? Through the what? The dimension sword. So that means as it's flowing up, it's drying from where? From where? Through of us. So in our means, this tablet will be properly what? Dry. Are we together? So this dry air is introduced through this device and flows upwards from the sword to the what? Tablet what? Bed. Now another one I want to look at is what is called immersion tube system. Immersion tube. So how many things that can improve the dry efficiency of this pan?
3.
The what? Okay, next one is what?
Immersion
Immersion what?
sword.
Next one is what?
Immersion tube system.
Good. The immersion tube system. So what happens there? Here, the tube is immersed. A tube is immersed in the what? Tablet bed. Now, this tube delivers the what? Heated the what? Air. Deliver the what? Heated the what? Air. And in the immersion tube system, what happens? The coating solution is applied with the heated air from the immersion tube. The coating solution is applied with the what? The heated what? Air in the what? Immersion what? Tube. Now, when you are studying these different systems of coating or equipment in coating, two things are involved. Look at how the air is delivered, dry air, heated air is delivered, and also how the coating solution is what? Applied. Look at these two key things. As you are studying this, these are the key things you look at. If you are studying any what of these systems or this equipment, look at what is peculiar with respect to how this coating solution is applied in this one and how the heated air is applied, and position of all these parts of the system. If you're able to grab this thing, you are good to go. You don't have to cram anything. Are we together? Good. Now, so as you can see in the diagram there, the diagram is clear. All these things we mentioned are in diagram. Two of us look at it. It's self-explanatory. You understand it if you look at the diagram. Now the next one is what? Perforated pan system. Perforated pan system. So what happened in the perforated pan system? Now, this system is what? It's a drum. It's a drum, basically. So, unlike the other one that is what? Pan. Are you not seeing the differences?
Yes.
This one is drum, unlike the other one that is what? Pan. So, what happened in this one? In this drum is perforated or partially what? Perforated. It's perforated or partially what? Perforated. And it rotates. It rotates around what is horizontal axis, but in an enclosed housing. In an enclosed housing, but it also rotates. The pan, the other one, what is it called again? The standard. That one is angular.
Yes.
On a stand and rotates horizontal, but this one is a drum. It rotates in an enclosed system. You don't disappoint. In an enclosed housing, yes. Now, how is coating solution applied in this drum system? So the coating solution is applied by spraying. Okay? By spraying. So that means you spray the coating solution on the what? On the what? Inside the drum, right? So here now, the coating solution is applied to the surface of the rotating. You know, the tablets are already inside the what? The drum. So now, as it rotates around its horizontal axis, it's a nozzle. Because remember, it's an enclosed system.
Yes.
It's an enclosed house. So you have to put a nozzle. It's through a nozzle that you spray the coating solution on the tablet bed that is already inside the drum, rotating. Out together. So the coating solution is applied to the surface of the rotating bed of tablets through spraying nozzles, which are present inside the drum. Now, what about the efficiency of this drying of this perforated pan? What happens here? So perforated pan coaters are efficient. They are very, very efficient drying system. Please know that point. Remember, in other one, you can improve it by. But this one is an efficient drying system and have a high coating capacity. Note this point. Have a high coating capacity. Now, this perforated system has three types. From the oldest to the latest. The latest of them is called glass coater. So we have, from one we have a cellar coater system, and high quota system. That's number one. Acellar and high quota system. What is it? Please. Your voice is distracting this class, please. The next one is dryer quota system. Dryer quota system. Then the latest one is what? Glass quota. Black. Now let's look at the what? The acellar quota and high quota system. So what happened here? As you can see in the diagram. Remember what I told you to check out? You check out the what? How the listen is applied. Check out the what? Other parts of the what? The system. Then check out the what? How it's dry. Are we together? And how you apply the coating solution. Now, here, remember this is also part of the what? This is a drum what? Perforated what? Perforated what? Of what? Is what? Is what? It's still the same drum we are talking about. Hope you know. Good. Now, so what happens here? Here the dry air is directed into the what? The drum. Dry air is directed into the what? Drum. And pass through what? Tablet what? Bed. So when exhausted, it passed through the exhausted one, passed through the what? Perforations in the what? Drum. You direct it into the drum, it passed through the what? Tablet bed. So that interiorly it do what? Dry the what? Tablet. Are we together? Then it will now do what? Leave the what? Leave the what? Through the what? Perforations in the what? Drum. Are we together? So this is what happens where in perforated, in acellar quota system, on high what? Quota system. Now, in dry quota system, what happens here? In dry quota system, what happens here? Here, the drying air. Listen, drying aspect of this coating is very important. If it's not properly dried, the defect of coated tablet will ensue. A lot of things will happen. So drying, three things are involved. How the air and how you apply the coating system. That coating system you apply needs to be dried. So how is it dried? Very important. That's why we keep hammering on drying. Because the efficiency of the drying system gives you an edge, gives the system an edge in coating. Are we together? There's if care is not taken, you know the one that is rotating is when the tablet turns. True of us that it will dry properly. But this one, by the time we go into fluidized bed, you see that the thing is flowing. The thing is just moving. The tablet is just moving on the flying in the air and it's dry. Don't worry. That's the last one we'll discuss here. And I showed it to those that came for IT in the trip. They saw that the fluidized bed system. Now let's continue. So I said that in dry quota pan, what happened there is that dry air enters through what? Hollow perforated ribs. The ribs that has entered here now. Hollow perforated ribs located on the inside of the periphery of the what? Drum. Guys, if you look at the drum, if you look at the diagram here, you will see that, can you see the perforated ribs?
Yes.
And the periphery, can you see it?
Yeah.
Good. The perforated, so the dry air enters through the what? Hollow perforated ribs located on inside periphery of the what? Drum. Now what happens here? As the coating pan rotates, the ribs do what? They dip here into the tablet bed. Of course, when they dip into the tablet bed, what will happen? Remember, the air enters through the perforated ribs.
Yes.
As they're turning, they will dip inside the tablet bed. What happened? They start drying them. True of us. So that's what happened. So as the coating pan rotates, the ribs they dip into the what? Tablet bed. And dry air passes up. Passes up. While the one that is exhausted will not do what? Will not leave from the what? Back of the what? Pan. Please note how the exhausted air, the one that is exhausted, means the one that has been used, leaves the pan, leaves the system, and how it enters. These are very important points. How the air enters, when it's done with what it should do, and how it does what leaves. You know, there's a lot of changes would have happened in the air that live in through of us.
Yes.
It entered heated, hot, dry. A lot of things would have happened. Who can tell me one thing that is definitely going to happen to the air after drying? Reason, who will tell me exactly what will happen to the air after drying the tablet? No, the air that leaves. What do you think will be the difference between the nature of the air that entered and the one that leaves? Tell me something very, very significant. It's what? Who tell me something? Who tell me? What is the purpose of that air in the drying bed, in the tablet bed? Drive of what?
Field.
Of what? Use the right term. Of what? Of what?
Coating solution.
You know moisture. There's a right term in a right. You use the right term, okay? Now, what would happen? What happened to the moisture content of that air that leaves? Now, true of us. Yes. You remove it. Dry is that you're removing anything, liquid, moisture. True of us.
Yes.
It will leave because it's hot. Yes, it will take it out. But as it leaving, if you check the moisture content of the air that enter and the one that leaves, the moisture content of the one that leaves is very high. It's not true.
It's true.
Yes, because that the liquid, the moisture that leaves, that to dry it, something leaves the tablet bed, which is what moisture. So where did it go? Is it still in the pan? No. So where did it go? So if you change the moisture content of the two of them, the one that is the exhausted air will be what? Higher. Now, so that's the point I want to make. So you understand what we are saying here when we say that the moisture that the air is what? Exhausted. Now that is for what? The dry coater what? Pan. Now for the glass coater. This glass coater is the latest. It's the latest of the what? Perforated pan coaters to be introduced in the industry. This is the latest to be what? Introduced. Now what happens? What actually happens here? What happens here? Here now, the dry air is what? Can be directed from where? Inside the drum. Through the what? Tablet bed. Inside the where? The drum. Through the what? Tablet bed. What happened then? But there's an exhaust duct. You see, this one now has an exhaust what? Duct through which to what? The exhausted air will not do what? Pass through and go. In all, what you want to achieve is to dry and take away the moisture and go. Because if the air doesn't leave, it will still affect the water tap. So if you have any issue with taking away the moisture and leaving, what you are putting will not dry. True of us. So now, that drying is very important in work because it's not just to coat. It's not just to apply the what? Coating solution. What happens after applying? Did it dry well? Now the next one is what? Fluidized bed system. As you can see in the diagram, can you see something like dots? Written 1, 2, 3. These things are tablets. Flying from one column to another column. This is our what? Tablets. So now let's look at it. So what happened in this fluidized bed system? I made mention of what? Column, right? So it has columns, okay? It has columns. So in this system, the drying here both the application, not just drying alone, but the application of the coating solution and drying here occurs in the what? Chamber. By upward flowing of the what? Drying air. Now what happens? Here now, one thing there is that this airflow is also what? Controlled. It's not just anyhow. So the more the air enters the column of the center of the column, it causes the tablet to do what? Rise. Rise where? In the center. So as the dry air enters the column, it forces the tablet to rise. That's what you are seeing here. The tablet rising from the center. Can you see that the rising is from the center? Yes. 1, 2 is rising. Some will take the left hand, some will take what? Right. Can you see it? Yes. Now, this airflow is directed in such a manner that as they enter, the tablet will rise in the what? Column. Now, so the air flow is controlled so that more air enters to the center of the what? Column, causing the tablet to what? Rise in the center. Now, how will the tablet move? How do the tablets move? They move what? Upward. Through where? The center of the what? Chamber. Good. They move upward through the center of the what? Chamber. Now, what else happens? Now, when they move to the top, what happens? They fall towards the chamber walls. Can you see them falling? Yes. They fall towards the what? Chamber and move down. They move fall and move down and come up where? Again. This is what they keep doing. This is what they keep doing. So they fall towards the chamber wall, move down to re-enter the air system at the bottom of the what? Chamber. That's what they keep doing. Move down, come up at the bottom, move in the air system at the center, move up again, go down. This is what the tablets keep doing. This gives room for perfect coating. Because in there you are coating because you spray. Don't worry. When I get to the application of the what coating solution, you understand. This expose the surface of the what tablet one after the other for proper what coating, because they are not flowing, they are not moving on there like this. As you apply the coating solution, they are coated perfectly. At the same time, they are dried what perfectly. Now let's continue. So on this movement, what happens? How do you now apply the what coating solution? The coating solution are then what applied. Remember, this bed is in a closed system. So they apply using a spray nozzle. This coating solution is applied inside the what column. Now, so the coating solution applied from a spray nozzle, which is located at the bottom of the what chamber. It must not be at the bottom. Don't worry, let me get there. Which can be where? At the bottom of the chamber, or as sprayed where? On the top of the cascading what? Tablets. So there is a nozzle also located. It can also be located at the upper part of the what? Chamber. So you can the spray can be applied from the bottom or the top. Now, are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. So this is what happens with what? With what? Fluidized. So for it's just that the thing is as if it's suspended and you are spraying it. It can cover well, true of us. That when it's just in the pan rotating, only when it turns like this, it will coat. So that one you can easily coat it perfectly and you can even dry it perfectly. That's why this remains the what? Yes. So that's the fluidized bed what system. Okay, so this is just the what I want to move at this level. So by the time we come a bit, we go deep into this and appreciate it better. At least I believe that there's no anybody that mentioned fluidized bed system. You know what it is and what is used for and how. At least the basic principle. Okay. Now, so this is where we'll stop with respect to the equipment in what? For what? Coating. Equipment for what? Coating. Equipment for what? Coating. So, In our next class, we'll try and to round off with what? Evaluation of what? Let me just list evaluation. Say one. Let me conclude with it's simple. It's what you have learned before. Let me just conclude with evaluation of what? Coated tablets. Maybe in our next class we'll talk about coating what? Defect. Now, how is coated tablet evaluated? Remember what I told you? It's all about what? Testing. Test for the tablets. Am I completing? Yeah. Apart from normal tests, I have mentioned a lot of tests for tablets, from the disintegration time, dissolution time, even friability, even content uniformity, even weight uniformity. True of us, I've mentioned all these things. I've also mentioned hardness. True of us, hardness what? Test. So I don't even think you need any that they came to in test for tablets. I have mentioned all of them. If you are following me from the beginning of this class, I have been calling them one after the other. But there are some one or two things we need to know about coated what? Tablets. Now, for you to determine the what? Quality of tablet coat, you need to study the what? The film. And how the film interact with the what? Tablet. Okay? You need to study the film and how the film interact with the what? Tablet. So we have what we call adhesion test. This one tries to find out how the coating material actually adheres to the what? To the what? Tablet. To tablet surface. To check whether it peels off what? Easily with little agitation. Am I completing? With little stress, whether it can peel off. If it peels off easily, it's a problem. I hope you know. Yes, it should not peel off. I think I've seen some tablet like that. If you do that, they'll peel off. I've seen tablet like that. It's a problem. Possibly they didn't test for these things, for the adhesion test, or they tested it and those in the quality assurance they ignored it and say, hey, pack it and it's nothing. You pack it. The project and do what distribute. If you do that, they do us pay off. I've seen a lot of them. So these adhesion tests, they use what is called tensile strength testers to do this. So it's used to measure the force needed to peel the what? Film from the what? Tablet surface. So that means that if the force you need on testing this, if you need a very high force to peel the what? To peel the what? The coating material. That means the coating is in order, true of course. But if you just need just like this, just little this thing, that means something is wrong. It cannot last. So that's what happens in adhesion test. Now sometimes another one is what is called the diametric crushing strength of coated tablets. This is used to using, of course, you can use tablet hardness tester. I think I've talked about hardness test here in this class. You can use tablet hardness tester to check whether it can easily be crushed. That one is normal. Of course, normal you check the what? Disintegration and what? Dilution, dissolution what? This thing. Then, and that one, and a very important one here is that you check the exposure to what? Elevated humidity. Now, why do we do this? Why do we do this? If you elevate this, if you expose this tablet to elevated humidity, of course, you check the humidity before you carry out the test, right? And you expose the tablet to what? Elevated humidity. And at the end, you notice that humidity has increased. It's a problem, true of us. That means it cannot protect the what? Tablet against what? Remember that coating protects against what? Atmospheric what? Conditions, true of us. So, but if you expose it to elevated humidity and instead of protecting it, it has high humidity. That's a problem, true of us. It cannot protect the what? Tablet. That's the what? That's the meaning. So you need to do what? See what? You know, these things are in process testing. It's not when you are done. When you have produced 10,000 tablets, you go and start what? Testing. Once in a while you sample to check sample and check. If it's not giving what you want, you can go to the batch again and see what you can do to the batch to improve it. It's not when you are done, you now go and start testing. What if you test after you are done and you know that you produce nonsense? What are you going to do? Will you throw the tablet away? It's in process what? Test as it's going on, those quality assurance this thing, they will go and just pick one or two. They sample, we call them sampling. They sample few tablets here and there and check the distance to be sure that it's in line with the standard. Now, so that's what happens. So this exposure to elevated humidity and measurement of tablet weights. Of course, if you want to know whether the moisture has been absorbed, you check the weight before you expose, right? Yeah. Then after exposure, you check the weight. If the weight will increase, that means you cannot protect the tablets. It's a big sign that you look what you do to the already granules you have. You see what to do for tablets. True or false, or not even granules. At this point, sir, you are coating what? Solution, not even granules, sir. You are coating solution. True or false? You stop putting for now and work on your what? Coating solution. See what you can do there to improve it. So this is what you do in what? Manufacturing what? Outlet. Now, can I go back? Go and pack it anyway. Awesome. Fast. Now, next thing is that you look at what? Stability what? Studies. You check whether it's actually what? Of course, it should be stable. True of us. These are things you check. So you conduct this on what? Coated tablet to check whether what? The temperature and the changes in temperature and humidity will have an effect on the what? Film. In what? General. Because you know that you need to stay for some time. Three of us. It's supposed to stay at least for the shelf life, at least up to the shelf life of the what? Active ingredient. Three of us. Three of us. So whatever you are using in coating, at least to be able to stay up to shelf life of the what? Active what? Ingredients. If not, that means the thing will be a waste. Okay, you also check the roughness and hardness and color what? Uniformity. Remember we mentioned this. That if cannot take it, the color will not be uniformly what? Distributed. True of us. You also check how hard it is. True of us. You also check the roughness. The film, is this supposed to be rough? Is this supposed to be rough? So we have mentioned most of this. That's why I said let me talk about it so that we don't waste time again in our next class. Now the last but not the least to check, you check the resistance of this tablet, this coated tablet to what? Abrasion. How does it resist? How can it resist abrasion generally? So how do you do that? How do you do that? Just rub it where? Rub it where? Just get white pepper sheet, rub it. There are some you rub, they will paint the white pepper. True of course, they will just paint it red. Maybe if the let's say is a ferrous sulfate tablet that is red, right? You rub it, you see red paint on the paper. There's problem. True of course, if it's multivitamin that is brownish, right? You paint it, you see brown color. It's a problem. That's a problem. True of us, it's not supposed to be there. Just by rubbing it on a piece of paper, the color will transfer to the paper. It's wrong. Something is wrong. So you change the resistance of coated tablet to what? Abrasion. This is done by merely what? Rubbing the coated tablet on a white paper sheet. Film should remain intact and no color transfer to where? There should be no color transfer. Color transfer to paper. Once you see any color transfer there, something is wrong somewhere. Go back to your coating solution and know what you can do there to improve your listing. So I think we'll stop it for today. In our next class, we'll continue from here. Coating effects. We discuss coating defects, then discuss I have talked about tests for tablets. Even I think I've mentioned up to 6 of them, right? Yeah, right? I've mentioned up to 6 of them. So plus this what is it called? Test for coated what? Tablets. If you look at this text for coated, there are a few of them that are general for what? Tablet. That few that are for what? Coated tablet. So in the next class we discuss, we conclude with coating defects. Then we talk about how to swallow what? Tablet. Then check whether there's one or two things I need to add the tablet. If not, we enter capsule. Remember, our lecture continues on Monday morning. I'm here. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., I'm here. And we'll end with what? Quiz. Then I'll allow you to rest for your quiz, for your mid-semester exam. Immediately after mid-semester, Monday, I'm here. We'll continue. That's why we are here. If not, you'll be in your house playing game, right? Resting, helping your parents in their and making money. For those that are making money anyway, some are sleeping. Some are sleeping away their time. All right. So I think we'll stop. Any question?
Yes.
Ask.
My question is, all these size reduction,
Listen to her, please.
all these reduction, missing, all these processes, even measurements of calibrating, issues, they are being done. They are not done manually. They are done machinery with use of machines. So, is it after being taught theoretically? Are we allowed? Is it possible that we also be allowed to make use of the blueprints, taught how they are being, the machines are being used? So it's only the theoretical aspect.
You do your practice here now.
The machines, all the machines.
No, what we have is simple compounding. This what we have is extemporaneous compounding. This is not industrial. Am I competing? So what we have? That's why we go for these trips. You see these things, okay? And that's why you go for your IT, okay? Am I communicating? You know, the school just started. For the IT, first of all, the first set went to for only what first and second set only hospital. Now this set now are going for hospital and community. Am I communicating? And a lot of things are involved. Okay, with time now, maybe before you people come upstairs, you will start going for industrial this thing too. No. See, listen, a lot of things are. Listen, hello, a lot of things are involved. When I tell you that, hey. A lot of things are involved, okay? You know, it's not just, go for industrial. A lot are involved. We'll get there. Am I competing? A lot are involved. Just, if I tell you that a lot are involved, just believe me. You are, sometimes your safety, where you are going to stay, all those things are very important to us. It's not just to push you, go for IT. How to together. And how to do it so that each of them have maximum you benefit from each of them. It's not just to just go for it and come back. No. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So, but the was something that is new now that we have introduced that these people are going for community too.
Okay, what some people
have you seen her question now? She's not thinking now. How do we now do it? Have you seen it now? She's not saying, or is it that these people will now go for this thing? Or is it, do you now understand what we are going to? So it's not that easy. Am I committed? But just know that from what is on ground now, before you could even get to second year, you may start that industrial. So that, like for now, what we plan is that these people, they will go after like 4 months or so. They will go for what? Community for like 2 months. And also some of them, we have only selected places you will go for your IT. We cannot force you to go to this particular place. We selected a place that we can easily come to supervise you in your IT. Not a logbook in our Lagos. No, we go there, check what they are doing. We know these things now. People will just pack their logbook and go and learn how to sew clothes and come back and they went for IT. They will tell their classmates, we are doing IT, I'm doing it, they will drop the logbook and come and say that they did IT. Cram all those and come and be rapping on the board that they did IT. No, you must be there. So you stay close to play where we appointed places you go. You go, come there, see what you are doing, score you. So we are serious about it here. It's not what you do anyhow. We are very serious about it. We are very, very serious about it. We monitor you. We monitor you from the beginning to the end. We'll score you. So you see that some of them, maybe some may choose to go to a hospital that is not even close to their place. They will rent accommodation. After that, now we don't have to tell them, okay, start going to this place again. So these are things we consider. We say, okay, let's start with this. Let's add this one and see how we can make it. By the time you go to second year, I believe strongly that you would have fixed. And also, you know, this is 6 months. Sometimes a lot of things we are coming into our mind. You need proper timing. It's not 2 months. It's 1 month. 2 months is small. You divide it into 3. You know, it's 6 months. How we now 3 of them at the same time? At the point where like, okay, we'll now see what we can do to see whether we're doing normal lecture period. We can bring out some time where this set go for this. Maybe once in a week they go to. That is where they will study. If it is in the manufacturing outlet, this is where their class will be for that day. Am I communicating? And also this time around, it's not every pharmaceutical outlet that will just some tell you, please, we don't have time for this thing. There are a lot of things are involved. You need to get companies that will be able to do that. Some will say, okay, you pay us. So there are a lot of things are involved. I know what I'm saying. A lot are involved. There are some hospitals here said, there are some hospitals that you instead of them paying you, you are paying them. Ask question now. No, ask those that you see that a lot of things are involved. And because those people are choosing those hospitals, we have no choice. We cannot stop them. That's what they want to do. They go and pay and do their thing. And they're serious about it. If you don't, they don't even need you. Our staff are enough. But they need you, but they tell you we don't need you. So you can pay. So the point I'm making is this: it's not what to just sit down with a bottle of champagne and granite and be saying, wow, go there. No. And even that one we are talking about, seeing how we can. You should also come that you cannot just tell your students to go to this place. We will take you there. We'll take you there. We will be there with the boss. And sometimes if we wake up, you know, our own boss is not yet ready. It's true, it's ready. So you see that if you go there, you may want to go. You want to do, I tell you, hey, please, this school, they're using their own boss. What are you going to do? So a lot of things are involved. That's why I say by the time you come up, you see, this is not how we were. If you were here when this was started, you'll be like, wow. If you were here to 2019 and left and came back 2024, you'll be like, wow, what is going on here? We are going so no game can here. We are going somewhere. And we'll get there.
Amen.
All right, thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.